Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video, and today we're gonna look at another collection of weekly makeup looks, and I'm gonna show you 7 looks that I've created in a span of a couple days, and you can kind of get and you can get like an inspiration from these, and maybe some tips and maybe some tips and tricks, and it's kind of like a mini review as well because I'm kind of sharing a lot of my experiences with these products on a daily basis. So hopefully you will enjoy that. In case you're new here, hi, my name's Sasha. I love indie makeup, I love colorful makeup, I love eyeshadows, I love filming with my collection and kind of using it and really going through it, rotating it so that I don't end up not using something. And this is also, these weekly collection videos are really good for me to declutter products. If I feel like it's a reoccurring theme that I have a problem with a certain product or that it doesn't really just work in my everyday life, I just know that it's a time to give it to somebody else. So what am I wearing today? I've combined two palettes that are on my Shop My Stash for this month. One is new and I want to film my monthly haul with her, and that's the Divination palette by Blend Bunny. This is in collaboration with Robert Welsh. She's really big. I've only used her a couple times in my review, and then I kind of didn't really have time to use her. So I've started with the shade Aura, this beautiful kind of orangey yellow. It's a very beautiful, kind of reminds me of the Cinch color from like the Cinch brushes. It's very similar to that. It's just slightly, well, it's very similar to that. Then I decided to do like a little bit of a cut crease, and I've put there the shade Hydromancy. I don't know if I've used these two shades in my review video because I can't really remember, but I feel like I haven't. So, and I just love that, especially with my hair. Like, I just feel like it's a wonderful combination. And then I have the shade Skeptic, this one, in the outer part. And then on my lid, I have the Love Line, this beautiful shimmer shade, kind of over here, blending from the blue matte into the like third to like the center of the lid. It is such a fun shade that I enjoy a lot. It's a beautiful light blue. And then I have my older palette that I've decided to put in my Shop My Stash, and that's the Dragon Eye palette by What's Up Beauty. She is gorgeous, especially the shimmers here are just beyond stunning. And I have the shade Fierce, blending from the blue shade into the outer corner. And I also have the shade Fly on my lower lash line. It is such a gorgeous shade. And yeah, here's kind of like a close-up. I love playing with cool tones and warm tones, and I just oranges and these soft kind of tealy blues are everything for me. So I love that. My primers that I've used today are the Gosh eyeshadow primer that I've been trying in the past couple of days. I think this is my 4th time using it, and I have it in the shade Nude, and then the NYX Glitter Brilliance primer. Then I have my usual brow combo. It's the Maybelline Brow This Way in the shade Blonde. It's the shade 03, and then Got to Be Gel, like a brow gel. Then, as a mascara, I have the Firework mascara by Maybelline. This one is the black version. I don't know if they have others, but it says black, so I'm just letting you know that I have this Revolution Streamline Eyeliner pencil in the shade Orange. Is it orange? Yes. Very easy to remember shades. Then the Rimmel Kind & Free Concealer in the shade 10 Fair. I'm almost out of this one. On my lips, as a lipstick, I have this Cosmic Beauty Velvet Lipstick in the shade Ginger Snap. It's from their 'Tis the Season collection. It's a beautiful, warm, almost like, yeah, kind of gingerbread color. And then I have the shade Nutmeg as a blush from the same collection. It's the, I think they're called Blush Butters. And it looks really dark in the pan, but you can see that on the face, it's kind of just like orangey blush. And then as a highlighter, I have the Oracle Chrome highlighter from Bella Beauty Bar. And I have the shade The Sun. I just felt like it's very appropriate for this look. And I just love these kinds of shades. So that's what I'm wearing. And let me kind of show you a bit more of a close-up one more time, and it's gonna be everything for today's look. So let me know what you thought about this one, and let's jump into the other one. So this is my final first look with the Polar Express palette by Nomad Cosmetics. I've used the first two columns, so all of this blue and this white blue silver column. Absolutely love these. Primer, I have this Wet n Wild Mega Last eyeshadow primer. This one. I have the NYX glitter primer. I have this in my waterline. It's the Uden's Eye Salmon Gel Liner in the shade 011. On my brows, I have the Brow This Way from Maybelline. Is that? No, Rimmel, sorry. Rimmel Brow This Way in the shade 3 Blonde. Mine is like really hard to read at this point. Got to be brow gel that I like. Odin's Eye and Angelica Shine lipstick or like lip gloss in the shade Spectral. It's from the Halloween bundle. And this one is nice, kind of like a, I don't know, like a nude pink color. I don't know. It's a nice color. Concealer. I'm wearing a new concealer that I've seen at the drugstore a couple days ago, and I decided to try it because I have the Kind and Free from Rimmel that's almost out, and then the Superstay by Maybelline that also is kind of, well, it's not out, but like there's not that much product left either. And now I'm trying this Rimmel Multitasker Wake Me Up concealer and foundation with cooling wand, vitamin C and caffeine. It's the medium coverage, and the shade is 30 light. This is how it looks like. I only have it under my eyes. I haven't used it as a foundation, though I would like to try it as a foundation. This one is vegan. It has the Leaping Bunny logo here as well. And yeah, I do quite enjoy Rimmel, so I wanted to try it. I think the shade match is quite nice. Like, it's very unnoticeable that I have a concealer, at least I think so. So I'm very happy about that. The wand feels really nice. It's a cooling wand, so that will be amazing for summer. And yeah, I definitely want to try it all over the face to see how it looks like, because on the under eye area it looks very natural, so I feel like it could be nice foundation, but I do have to try that to see how it's gonna look like. Mascara, also a new one. I have the Essence Lash Like a Boss Instant Volume and Length, and this one is waterproof. Lately I've been loving Essence mascaras. Like, they are really killing it. I love these types of wands, like these slightly bendy, longer bristles, and kind of really close together. Like, I just feel like it creates a really nice lash effect that I enjoy. Let me kind of try to show you. I don't know how well you will see the lashes, but I do really like the effect. It's just like a really natural but nice and lifted effect. And then blush and highlighter. So as a blush, I have this, oh Jesus Christ, I have this Colourpop Super Shock blush in, perfect. I have the Colourpop Super Shock blush in the shade Chiffon, because it's on my project pan. And then as a highlighter, I have the Colourpop Super Shock highlighter in the shade Hippo. It's this light purpley pinky beautiful highlighter. So that's what I'm wearing on my face, and I love this look, especially with the hair. Like, it is so pretty. It is so like wintry, and I don't know, I do feel like a winter fairy. So we've used a lot of shades. We have the yellow, the green, this tealy shade, this dark green, and then these two blue shades. So I have the graphic tee over here. Then I used the shade Boo in the outer corner. I blended it out with the shade Nobody. And then on the lower lash line I have Nail Day, and then this called Lily. So pretty. And then the only shimmer that I have all throughout my lid and on my lower and in my inner corner, sorry, is the shade Slay. In the palette, it's like a purple to teal to beige, but on the eye it's like a gold, green, blue. So I feel like this shade, and I think also this shade will stretch over a lot of different tones in here. That's why I think it might be okay for only these two shimmers, but we'll see how it's gonna work for me when I'm actually gonna use this palette. But so far, like I kind of, this shade is truly something. Like there's so many things happening. There's like blue, pink, purple, green, teal, gold. Let me actually, okay, I'm gonna have to switch it one more time. It's a very iridescent shade, but like you can see, like there's this like green gold, but then there's also this peach yellow, almost like beige. And I'm trying to show you the pink part there as well, but I guess you can't see that. But when I look at it from the other angle, it's like pink, purple, blue. So yeah, there's so much to do with this. We use the Wet n Wild Mega Last primer, NYX glitter primer for the shimmer shade. I have my Rimmel Kind and Free concealer in the shade 10. I have this Unearthly lipstick. This is from the Devour collection, and this one is the shade Yummy. It's like a green one to fit in with this. I have this Salmon gel liner in the shade 04 to fit with the lower lash line. And then I have my Firework, which I think you can hear fireworks in the background, from Maybelline. This one, the I don't know, does it have any other name? No, it's just the Firework one. For blush, I have this Revolution Fast Base blush in the shade Peach. I have the Oracle Chrome Highlighter palette by Bella Beauty Bar, and I've used the shade The Lovers. This one, wonderful. And then from the liners palette, I've used a lot of the liners actually. We've tried a lot today. I started with the shade Dling. Is it Dling? D-D-D-D-L-I-N-G. I don't know. But this yellow, we have this really big sharp liner, sorry. Then like wing. Then we used the shade Minimal Effort. I love that shade name, and it's such a beautiful like aqua blue. And I made these two little flowers. I have the shade Don't Think Just Do, the big white shade, to like outline the flowers, and it's also on the center, then this little part, and then this lower line. Then I have the Maximum Slay here on the lower part. Like I just like to do this little wink. It's not a wink, I don't know how you call this. I've just really fell in love with it last year around this time, and it kind of continued with me because I don't know, I think it's cute. But yeah, let me know what you think about this look. It's just so pretty. Like, I'm sorry, but this is just, I just love this. I'm so happy about this look. I think it's wonderful, and I can't wait to play with these palettes again tomorrow. Hi guys, so this is the second look with the Lens collection. Primers are almost the same. I have the Gosh eyeshadow primer base. This is my first time trying it. This is the shade Nude. I kind of wanted to try this because it's supposed to be a dupe of the Sigma Beauty. I don't know how the Sigma is called, but the eyeshadow primer from Sigma. And nothing creased, everything feels nice, so I think it's a good one. And then I have this NYX glitter primer that I wear all the time from the Blend Bunny palette. I've used these 3 shades. At first I started with the Winnie, and I had this like stencil because I thought I'm gonna do more like a cut creasy look, but honestly this is such a light shade that the stencil didn't really show up. But I've used it in the inner third of the crease. Then I have Betty and Rowley. Rowley is the darkest shade, and then I blended it out with the shade Betty, and it's gorgeous. And then on my lid, the only shade that I have is the shade Bepis. I don't know what that is. But yeah, that's what I'm wearing. Then from the waterliner palette is in the shade Strut. Then I've added the shade Dot kind of right on top of that over here, as you can see, this kind of like line. Then I have the green, like the light green part of the shade Toot, and I have this little star, and then also this little like wing shape. And then I have the peachy part of this duo, which is called Heart. And I've outlined the pink star that I've drawn previously, and then I also added this little star. And I mean, don't tell me that this isn't just wonderful. I'm sorry, but I love this look so much. Yeah, and this the shade, the multichrome shade, the Bepis, or how it's called, is the only shade that I'm wearing on my lid, and it is very like, it doesn't have a too strong of a base color, but it will again shift from, or like it will change up a lot based on other colors that you wear. Then I've also used my divination palette because I'm currently in the process of reviewing it for my monthly haul, and I've used the shade Crystal in the inner corner to just like have something. I think tomorrow I might touch this palette again with the Lin's collection, just because why not. Then I have this double-ended waterline pencil, and I have the lighter of the shades. I have the Firework mascara, Rimmel concealer. Then during the day I've worn the Ultimate lipstick by Maybelline, but then after I got back from work, before I started the video, I've decided to use the Menagerie Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Luna. I just felt like Luna really fits this kind of more like a galaxy theme, and also it's a beautiful shade that I love wearing. Brows are the same as always. Then as a blush, I have the Chiffon blush by Colourpop. This is the Super Shock blush, and as you can see, I'm really low on the product. I want to pan it. I wanted to pan it for the end of the year, but that didn't really happen, so now I'm back to trying to pan it, and hopefully we'll do that soon. Then I've used the Oracle Chrome Highlighter palette by Bella Beauty Bar again, and I'm wearing, which one am I wearing? Oh yeah, I'm wearing the Lovers. Because I have kind of like a pinky look, I decided to use that one, and this one is kind of like a gold green with like pink. It's a beautiful highlighter. I feel like now on camera it's pink, but when I look at my hand it's yellow green, so I don't really know how to show you. Yeah. I think just like barely you can see the gold green. It's really hard to show these things, especially since I only have one light in front of me, so like it's kind of hard. But yeah, this one is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely wonderful, and I love this combo, by the way. And no. Am I wearing anything else? No, that's everything that I'm wearing. So this is the second look. I'm gonna show you again how it looks like. I just love this so much. And honestly, like the drawing process or like the doodling process is so quick with these liners. They just really glide nicely. So that's everything for this video. So that's everything for this look. Okay, so here is the final third look with these palettes. But from the palette, I've used the shades that I haven't used prior. So I have the shade Throwback as the liner. Then I've used the shade Bestie to kind of deepen out the outer corner and beginning of the outer crease. And I have weird earrings in the half of the crease and then kind of towards the tail. And then I have 23 in the inner corner and then blending it out into brows. And oh yeah, and I have the shade Slay as the shimmer shade. It's kind of like, I don't know, now it's green when I'm looking at it, but in the other angles it's like a blue purple. Like when I look this way, it's blue purple, and it fits beautifully with this look. And now it's like so fun and green and just incredible. Let me maybe show you if I'm gonna be able. Yeah, I think you can see in the mirror that there's like a blue purple happening. Come on, yes, blue purple, and then if I take it away, there's green. So yeah, I just find that incredible how much these shift, because from the divination palette from Robert that I've tried, like I wasn't really, it wasn't as multi-chromy, so I was kind of like, is this what blend blending is about? And I'm very happy that they can do really nice multi-chromes. Now on the eyes, I started with this little how is it called? A heart, and I've used this lighter shade of the Nostalgia. Then I've outlined it with the shade Don't Think Just Do, and I also used that over here, and then for a couple of these little details. Then I have the MGMT over here, this one, this little heart. Then I have the shade Cringe, this one, on this heart. And then I have the shade Swoop, and that one is here in the inner part. I don't know, I feel like it really creates that like sharp line. Then primers are the same as yesterday. The Gush primer and the NYX glitter primer. Brows are the same as yesterday. I have this lipstick, the Udens Eye Angelica lipstick in the shade Spectral, the shine one, because it's on my project pen. If you want to see my project pen, I will link it in the card, because I've filmed that couple and released that a couple days ago. And I have the Salmon Edge liner in the shade 1, this like pink. Eye pencil. I have the Firework mascara again. I have the Kind and Free concealer again. And then for my blush, I've used the Cosmic Beauty blush butter, and this one is in the shade Mary. It's from the Tis the Season collection. It's a very like reddish one, but on my cheeks it kind of looks like a pinky peachy color. It doesn't look too red on me. Then, oh, I forgot to mention, I have from the Divination palette by Robert, I have the shade Psychic, this one, on the lower lash line, just to like add some sparkle, and it's so pretty there, like I love that. And then again the shade Crystal, because I just need it in a corner. And this one is like the only one that fits. I could have used the shade number 7. This kind of blue white, but that one is more like satin than shimmer, and I just really like my shimmery inner corners. And then I have the Oracle Chrome highlighter, and I've used the shade The Moon. It's kind of like a reddish orangey warm one, which actually has like a pink orange peach like effect, so I love that. Okay, so I think today I'm gonna try some new products. I have a new foundation and a new concealer that I bought. The concealer I've already tried once before, but the foundation is completely new. I've primed my face with the Catrice Aqua Splash Grip Primer. It's the hydrating one. I don't know if they have more than that. On my eyes, I'm currently trying the Solmane 2 Moonwish palette. And this is the Super Stay Active Wear up to 30 hours foundation from Maybelline. I have it in the shade 10 Ivory because I have the exact same shade in their concealer. So I just kind of figured it's gonna be the same shade or like very similar to that shade. I tried to swatch it on my hand and it looks like it could be slightly darker. Which like maybe if you have the same shade in the concealer, maybe make it the same, because I don't think we're at that point in makeup life that we are wearing a different shade of foundation and different shade of concealer. Usually people wear the same, but let me kind of put a bit on my hand to maybe show you. It's a bit liquidy and you can see it's a bit darker. I'm gonna try it on this side of the face to see how it looks like, and maybe I'm gonna add my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, because this one is in the shade 110 and it's slightly lighter. So if I'm gonna feel like I need it, but I want to try this one because I do really like the concealer, and there were a couple of people asking me what they think about the foundation, so I decided to buy it. It was on sale at my drugstore. And by the way, I'm using these powder puffs because I just have a nice experience with them whenever I use them. But yeah, this is gonna be my, yeah, this is a lot yellower and a lot darker. If I have self-tanner on, yes, this is gonna be a nice shade, but when I don't have self-tanner on, this is too dark for me. So it looks like a almost like matte foundation. It definitely doesn't have any like radiance or anything to it. It doesn't look too dry or anything, and it doesn't look too cakey. I do prefer the Fit Me from what I remember, but it's not too bad. I'm gonna put a little bit of that Fit Me on this cheek, and I'm gonna add a bit onto my hand. So here we're gonna mix it. As you can see, like there are a lot of different shades, but that's gonna work out fine. And yeah, I'm gonna mix that. It was really hard. Like I don't know if that's just our drugstore, but I've only found, I think there was like 6 shades of this foundation. I think there's also like 6 shades of the concealer, or maybe it was 7. Like it was something like that. I don't think it was 5. That sounds a bit too little, but also more than that kind of feels like I'm stretching it too much. So yeah, I think it was something around 7. And mixing the foundation. Yeah, I think now that it's mixed, it looks like a lot nicer shade. By the way, I haven't worn foundation in literally forever. I don't even remember the last time. Like it's definitely more than a month ago. Because I don't know. Before that, I was breaking out a bit before Christmas, and I never wear foundation when I break out. And then also I've been like, I had too much things to do, so, and when I'm kind of like, I pretty much only wear foundation if I know I don't really have to go anywhere, I don't have to do anything, and I'm mostly just like at home, because it's not that I have a problem wearing foundation outside. It's just that it's a lot more struggle, you know, like you have to constantly check if it's okay, if it is increasing, if it doesn't need powdering, stuff like that. And I just don't really want to do that, and I've never had anything that I would not have to care for. I had one of the Misha BB cover, I don't know how they're called, like the BB creams, and they were kind of nice. And I don't remember that I would ever have to like touch it up. But also it was in the time when COVID was up and you wouldn't really leave the house, or you would only leave it to like go for a walk, but you wouldn't actually really like go anywhere. So I would only be outside for like, I don't know, hour, 2 hours when I'm just walking. So it's not really a fair way to like judge that, and I only had the like mini version of that, so it didn't really last me too long. It's like these two together are a really nice shade for me. At least like it looks like it's matching really nicely. I do like how my face looks like right now, and I think it looks nicer when they're mixed together, like the texture as well. But maybe it's just because, obviously, if it fits your skin tone better, you're not really gonna see the texture too much, because like it hides itself more. Whereas if the foundation is too light or too dark for you, you will really easily notice all the weird things happening. Now we're gonna use the multi-tasker Wake Me Up concealer and foundation with cooling wand, with vitamin C and caffeine. It's a medium coverage. I have it in the shade 30 Light, and as I said, it's from Rimmel. I've already tried it once. I've only tried it as concealer. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna try it as foundation as well, and I'm gonna let you know what my experience was with that. But for today, we're just gonna use it as concealer. And yeah, I just really like these powder puffs because, sorry, powder puffs. I don't know why I said power puffs. I think that's something else, like Powerpuff Girls. But it's a nice way to kind of disturb it everywhere, all over your face, and then I just use my finger to just kind of go around it. The foundation, it's not fully matte, it's not fully satiny, you know, like it doesn't, at least right now, it doesn't look like it's settled on itself. But also it doesn't really feel oily, so I will not powder that. And when it comes to texture, honestly, it's kind of nice. Like, it's not really, mostly I can notice foundations in this area, and it doesn't look like it's cakey there. It doesn't look like it is layering weirdly. I don't know if I should powder my forehead, because like I'm very expressive on my forehead. I move it a lot. I also don't really like wearing powders on my face. And let me actually check with the, honestly, I think we're matching quite nicely to the neck. Yeah, I think we're matching quite nicely. I think the neck is just slightly lighter. But if I wear my hair like this, you're not gonna be able to tell. And I do want to use self tanner. I don't have it here with me. I thought I took it and I didn't, so I'm gonna use it tomorrow at night. Tomorrow during my nighttime routine. But this is really nice. I'm gonna finish up the eye look to get back into my previous video that I was filming, which is the review of this. I don't know which video will come first though, so bear with me. And then I'm gonna show you how the full look turned out. Okay, so here is the finished look. I haven't powdered anything, honestly. Kind of feels like it's setting itself. I know that the Fit Me foundation is self-setting, so I don't know about this one, if it is supposed to be self-setting, but it says that it's up to 30-hour wear, full coverage foundation, light as air, which, yeah, it doesn't feel cakey or anything. Transfer resistance and seamless matte finish. And yeah, I think it's like not matte in a sense that it's dry or like, you know, kind of very plushy actually, and I know that the Fit Me foundation has that feeling, so maybe they're the same finish. I don't know if it's not supposed to like replace the Fit Me foundation, because I've noticed and I've heard from some people that like it's been really hard to get their Fit Me foundations, that they're kind of not in stock usually for most of people. So I don't know if they're like gonna, you know, get rid of the Fit Me foundations and just have this, or how it's gonna work. But yeah, let me know what if you've heard anything about these foundations. And then I just used my Essence Baby Got bronzer. I've started to blend it with this, but then I use my fingers. I don't know if it's like a perfectly blended. I never really know. Also, I feel like on camera the foundation looks a lot darker than it is on the in real life, because in real life the difference isn't that much. But when I'm looking at the camera, like I look completely orange here and completely white here. So I don't know if it's just the camera picking up the color differently. I'm still not like, I'm filming on a new phone and I still haven't really figured out the setting, or you know, it just, everything is very bright on this and it's kind of hard for me to kind of make it look as eye accurate as or like as accurate as it is in reality. This then I have this liquid blush from Catrice. This is the Joker's Joy from the Joker collection. And then I just have this Beauty Moon Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Worship. It's a beautiful highlighter. And this Luna lipstick from Menagerie. It's the Velvet Liquid Lipstick. Yeah, I haven't put anything else on my face, so that is what we're wearing. And honestly, the foundation feels really nice. I still don't have much of like settling in my forehead, which usually by this point, I've been wearing it for, you know, 30 minutes. By this point I would have like a full-on lines all over my face. And as I said, I haven't powdered anything, so I think it's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be good. And I'm gonna let you know how it wore throughout the day. And I think tomorrow we're gonna try the multitasker all over the face, because I kind of want to know how it's gonna look like. I don't know what kind of finish is this one supposed to have, but like under the eyes it does feel a bit more hydrating than the foundations do, so maybe I'm gonna have to powder that tomorrow, but we'll get there when we get there. Anyways, see you tomorrow. Okay, so I've primed with the same primer, and now we're gonna try the multitasker Wake Me Up concealer and foundation. So let me just kind of go like this. And I'm gonna use the puff because I just prefer blending with the puff. And we'll see. Like, as a concealer, it's not a bad concealer. It does grease a little bit after multiple hours. It feels a bit dry under the eyes, so maybe I'm gonna use different thing as a concealer today. But maybe it could be really nice as a foundation. I'm kind of like hoping to find some nice foundations that I would like to use once in a while for an all day. Okay, so it's blending out really nicely. And I do like how it looks on the face so far. I don't know if it's gonna crease on the in the like forehead and inner brow area, so we'll see about that. But yesterday the foundation was amazing. Like, there was no creasing even on the forehead. Like, I had no creases there. It lasted beautifully, and it actually, after a couple of hours, it created this really nice skin-like texture, and it just looked really good, and it wasn't oily or anything. I just really enjoyed the texture. and it was a nice concoction. So yeah, if I had exactly the shade that I need, it would be just the most perfect thing. But as I said, I'm gonna put on self tanner on today, so maybe next weekend I could try it again. And like see how it's gonna look with the self tanner on. Yeah, this is nice. And I think this is really nice color. Let me see. Yeah, I feel like it's blending nicely. I'm gonna use a little bit on the like jaw area and kind of blending it down the neck a bit. But I don't think I really need to do much because it is very close to my skin tone. It's very much my skin tone. So yeah, we're just gonna use like a little bit. I have the shade 30 Light. Just to let you know, I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday. So just to let you know. Yeah, this is really nice. And this is, I think this one will set on its own because that's how it works as a concealer. And as a concealer, I'm gonna use this Rimmel Kind and Free. Okay, so here is the second and final look with the Salmon 2 Moon Wish palette. I am very, very happy about how this look turned out. It's very kind of soft blue blue look. And honestly, I love when palette allows me to do that. So I've started with the shade Dust in the crease, then I deepen it up with the shade Saturn. Then I have Planet in the inner part and Space on the lower lash line. I have Neptune and Mercury on the lid. So I started with Neptune and then went into Mercury in the inner part. And I have the shade Moon in the inner corner and kind of going into the lower lash line. And it is just wonderful. I've used the NYX glitter primer. I have the same primer, like the base primer, as yesterday. I've used this Revolution Streamline eyeliner in the shade Light Blue. I have the same mascara as before. It's the Firework mascara. Then on my face, I've combined these two products, the Aqua Grip from Catrice and then the Multitasker Wake Me Up concealer and foundation. I've used that as foundation. I have the shade in number 30, and then I've also used the Rimmel Kind and Free concealer in the shade 10 Fair. And on my lips, I have the shade Spectrum from the Shine liquid lipsticks, or like lip glosses, or however they were called, from Odenside. This one is in collaboration with Angelica. And then as a blush and highlighter, so blush, I have the Colourpop Super Shock blush in the shade Chiffon. So that's this one. And then also Super Shock Cheek Burger. This one is the highlighter and it's the shade Hippo. It's this purpley one that I like so much. And yeah, this is the entire look. So far the foundation feels really nice. It's kind of like a soft velvet finish, and it doesn't feel like it's gonna crease, so hopefully we'll be good with that. And I'll let you know in tomorrow's look if anything creased, but it looks like it's gonna be okay.